Good morning. Hey, the Old Fisherman back with you again. I just dropped down for the first time and caught two at a time, jumbo magnums. Let's drop back down and see if we can catch some more. I want to thank Danny Bahila. He from North Carolina. He makes jigs, and he makes these Sickle, these crappy jigs with the Sickle hooks. Never tried them before, and I told Danny I'd give them a try, and I'm gonna try them this morning. I just dropped down with them first time, with two gut shrimp and a wing spoon at the bottom. Danny gave me some spoons too, but I hadn't tried spoons yet. But I intend to. If I can get this doggone rod untangled here, we can drop back down. But hey, I intend to try them spoons, I tell you that. But drop down. How this thing got all twisted up like that? But anyhow, drop down first time, a few seconds ago, off camera, and we had a bite and caught two at a time. And I don't know why my line's all wrapped up around this rod, but it is. Bear with me, the Old Fisherman's feeling a little bit better. My throat's still scratchy. I was running a fever yesterday. I didn't have a fever this morning, so I decided to come back fishing. It's gonna be a pretty day. We're in 55 foot of water. It's time for these fish to come in here and spawn or get ready to. They're staging. We ought to be able to catch them. I see plenty of them down there. The whole bottom's covered. And we are gonna try to catch them. I'm gonna keep my head covered. It's warm enough I can keep my head out, but I'm scared to. I don't want no more of this. I don't know what I had. I don't think it was the flu. I think it was just a daggone chest infection, a sinus infection. That's what I think it is. You know, I'm not a doctor, but I do know this. I can't stay around the house no more. I do know that. There's fish down there. We got to get them going. We got to get them going. There's one right there. There's one right there. We're gonna try to catch two at a time here. On Lake Monticello, loving life. And now this one ain't quite as big as the last one. He's a small one. The first two was big. But hey, Looney got him breakfast anyhow. Drop back down to the bottom where the big boys lie. Sickle hooks, never used them before. They're kind of an offset hook. Got them on 3/16 head. Two cups gut shrimp. I'm sticking with the gut shrimp. I'm trying to weed out the smaller fish. You notice I just caught that small one on a spoon. That spoon will catch the small ones, but a lot of times the gut shrimp too big for them little bitty fish. They down there today. We just get some big ones. Got to get some big ones. Trying to pick up two at a time, going slow. That's what I done on the first one. But hey, I ain't got but one. He's a little one. See that? He's a keeper, but he's on a spoon, on wing spoon. The smaller fish will hit that spoon, and the bigger fish will hit the gut shrimp. That's what they do. Drop it back down to the bottom where the big boys lie. I see old Wing out here today. He was unloading when I was unloading. But I believe fish are gonna bite today. It's really pretty. It's gonna be a pretty day. Got Frank coming in tomorrow. I tell you, these fish seem to be biting early. You got to get out here early and hit them quick. But thanks to Danny for giving me them jigs. He gave them to me a couple weeks ago, and I couldn't remember. It was so many names. I'm not good on names, and I'll be honest with you, I forgot his real name. I think I called him Eddie. But anyhow, they give me them things out here on the lake, and I appreciate that, Danny. And I'm sorry I didn't call your name right. Boy, that was a jumbo, super duper ooper dog. That buddy put a ooper on that one. What? I'm feeling better. At least I can talk a little bit. Yesterday I couldn't even talk. I was so hoarse yesterday I couldn't even talk. So hopefully I'm getting better, and hopefully these doggone fish looks like they're gonna bite a little bit quick anyhow. Got to catch them early. Got to catch them while they bite. And here lately, it's been in the morning hours. I still got a little tickle in my throat though. It ain't gone by no means. Yesterday I run another little fever, running fever in the afternoon. But hey, I cannot stand there. I can't sit around the house, especially on a day like this. This is gonna be one of them super duper beautiful days. And the fish are stirring so far. I can tell you that right now. They stirring, I can tell they stirring. You drop out and you catch two at a time on the first drop, that they usually means it's gonna be a good day. But they'll quit in a minute now. They will quit in a minute. You got to keep them going, these fish. And you can't hammer them like they used to. They quit quicker than they used to. We got a calm day, so we're doing the old Cumberland circle swing here this morning. Thanks to all my fans out there hoping I get better. Let me tell you, it don't feel right not coming to do a video. And I got to keep going when I can. And I felt pretty good this morning. Most people probably tell me I'm crazy, and I am. But hey, I feel I do what my heart tells me to do, and my heart tells me all the time to go fishing. Now it's tapering down already. Let's beat the boat. Let's get them stirred up. Plenty of fish down there. They move on you. That was a bite right there. I tell you, as soon as you start beating the boat, you get a bite. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me. It's amazing to me how it stirs them up. There you go. He's biting it right there. I try to let the line out. I got my little stipper rod with a 3-rig on this morning. A little limber rod in there. I got 2 on it. Just a spoon and 1 jig. I'm trying to catch more than one at a time. That's the reason I'm doing a 3-rig right now. I'll probably go with a limber one. I tell you, they don't want to. When I first turned on that camera, it was fish everywhere. They're everywhere. And then I caught a couple and they left. They getting used to the Old Fisherman. I don't see nothing now. Fish left. I don't think I got all of them. I think they just left. There's one. There's one. Got to keep circling around to get them to bite again is what it is. That's a nice one there now. Got the old stiff rod bent. That's a good fish. Hey, that's a good fish right there. Baloney don't get him. Oh my, look at that, what a jumbo magnum. That's what you catch on gup shrimp, buddy. Right there. I got an old a pink head. And I'll show you these doggone heads. And I'll show you my rig right close. But we got a swivel. Then we come about 10 inches down, and you see that old crooked hook. And then we go down to another swivel. And I branch off about 12 inches off of that to another spoon. A jig. And then we're going down to another swivel, and below that we got the spoon. So we got 3 swivels, 2 jigs, and a spoon is what we got. This doggone hat's almost too hot. I wish I could take it off, but I'm scared to. It's gonna be one of them pretty warm days. Tell you what, it's gonna be one of them days you better catch fish quick. If you don't catch them quick, they're gonna be gone. I believe these big fish start to move in here now. That's what I believe. And it might be slow catching them, but I believe if we keep circle swinging this thing on a calm day, we will pick up some nice ones. But you got to circle swing it. That was a bite right there. When it's calm, you have got to move the boat. Even when it's rough, you got to move the boat, but you got to get a bite, you got to pull the boat. That's all there's to it. Now that's a small one right there. That's a loney fish. Loney fish. Loney fish. That sucker little fish hit that doggone big old gup shrimp, people. That little fish hit that gup shrimp. You believe that? And that's a big head on that gup shrimp. That ain't no little head. I like the big heads because it keeps the line from raveling up. What it does, man, it's hot out here. I think I got to take this hat off. I might be messing up, but it's too hot for this hat. I don't want to get hot and then get cooled off. I'd rather be cool all the way. That hat makes it's really hot. There's no wind blowing. It's calm, beautiful day, no wind blowing. Hey, one of them days it's gonna get pretty. It's supposed to be in the 60s. But let me tell you, when that one right there. Hey, there's one. They biting now. When that sun gets up, they gonna quit biting. Most of the time. You got to hit them quick in this lake. That's a good one too. Hey, they hitting that doggone gup shrimp today. They hitting the gup shrimp. Ain't no 2 at a time, but they hitting it. Hey, you got to love that. What? Sickle hooks. Never used them. Hey, so far they're impressing me. Thank you so much, Danny. And I do apologize for calling you the wrong name. I tell you what, I'm the world's worst. Now I'm getting more and more people I'm commenting back to. There's more and more names. That's my downfall, is naming people. So if I forget your name, hey, don't get mad at me. But hey, it's a few fish turning around out here. You're gonna have to make them bite. You're gonna have to stir them up, make them bite. What we're gonna do. And you gotta keep beating the boat to stir them up, or they'll relax. They'll relax and they'll quit biting. 56 foot of water. I'm thinking we ought to be about 50, but it seems like it's biting right here on the side of it. Side of this ridge this morning. When I hit that boat, they stir up everywhere. A lot of them suspended off the bottom a little bit. So they might take the jig fast this morning. I don't know. Just got to see. Still got that cough though. Taking that hat off might have been the worst thing I could do. I better put it back on. I better put it back on. That's the worst thing I could probably do right there. Take that hat off. I know Angela's giving me trouble right now. Angela's my doctor. Miss Deborah knows not to tell me what to do because I don't listen. And Angela don't know that, but she's trying to be my nurse. Miss Deborah lets me do what I want to do. Anyhow, hey, all of a sudden they left. We caught a couple nice ones. I mean a couple names. Boy, they hitting big shad. Some of them shads humongous that they spitting up. There's one. There's one. Doggone, he got off. Got off. This old hat's almost too hot. We're just gonna troll this thing around circles till we catch a few. That's all we can do. Boy, when I first stopped, that beat anything for fish out there to come to me, it was unbelievable. It was like the whole school was sitting out there waiting for a school of shad to feed on. And they come, and I caught a couple, and then they left. It's that quick. And I see a few cruising back and forth. They ain't in here like they were. But I can guarantee you one thing. They just moving fast, what they doing. They moving like summertime person. There they are again right there. There they are. 53 foot, there they are. We get one to bite it now. They down there. Plenty of them. See, I got my jig at a slant, so it's way back in. It ain't got up here to the fish yet. There he is. See, had to get to the fish where I was seeing them. There he is. That's a good one. That's a jumbo super dog magnum. I'll tell you that. That's a good one. There's some big ones moving in now. They're getting ready to spawn. Big ones moving in here. Look at that one a perch, people. You think that ain't a big perch? Huh? Them super dogs. Those are super dogs. Look at him. I'm gonna show you this. Look at the size of that doggone super dog perch. What? Oh my! You got to love them super dogs. Hey, it's a beautiful day, and if I'd listened to all the people, I wouldn't be out here today. Hey, but we got rain coming for the next 2 days. If I want to make a video or I want to fish, I better get out here before the rain. I don't need to be out here with it raining unless I get a lot better. At least I can talk halfway and do this video. The old fisherman, loving life, a little bit hoarse, hey, a little bit sickish, but better. Better. And you got to love better. Hey, and these doggone perch, there's some big ones out here hanging around. Just get on them. Just get on them. There's some big ones hanging around out here today. They're coming and going though. They ain't staying under me. They moving fast out here on the side of this ridge. They sure are. I'm seeing some though. There's little pockets of them. Little pockets of them. We circling this boat today. We're gonna do the Cumberland Circle swing on Lake Monticello. Come on, boys, don't quit now. For God's sakes, don't quit now. Tell you what, though, they can be a little slow if I catch them big ones like that along. I don't care about the little ones. I like them big jumbos, super dogs. Hey, you pull it by one of them super dogs, he'll hit that gump shrimp. Stir the boat again. Doggone it, they're hard to keep under you now. They're hard to stick with them. They're moving too fast. Man, I hate footballs over. Oh, what I'm gonna look at now. I like basketball okay, but not as great as football. Baseballs ain't got too slow for me to watch. I don't know what I'm gonna watch. Got the Olympics coming up. Might look at a little bit of that. Fish slowing up already. That's what they're gonna do too. Doggone, I'm getting hot. I know I don't need to be getting hot. This hat's too hot. This hat's too hot. I got to take it off. That's what's gonna get me sick, off and on like that. Doggone, come on, perch. They were there and now they're gone. And I mean good ones. What happened to them? Let's see if they went in shallower. They might have went in shallower. They gone. All I see is a couple catfish down there. I wish one of them would take it. It's funny how I caught all them catfish casting the gut shrimp and yo-yoing it by itself. Now they don't want to bite it. It's just the right time, wrong time of year. They just don't want the gut shrimp right out here now for them catfish. Catfish I've been catching, I'm catching on a spoon. Boy, there was some good perch in there too. We caught a couple. But thanks to all my fans that was worried about the Old Fisherman. I appreciate the thoughts. And I'll still say that my brother-in-law being around that hospice place caused me to get this bug and stand in line with all them people coming through. But anyhow, because I never get sick. But I can't say that now. Hey, can't say that now. Doggone fish left. I scared them off. They done went somewhere. It's funny, because there was zillions of them down there. Now I don't see nothing. They left. For some reason. They was there and they're gone. And there's some good ones in that school too. We gotta have to search around here when we get back on them. That's for sure. Right now we ain't on them. They left. I know when they leave. I don't see them. I don't see them at all. Amazing. I figured I was gonna sit there and catch a bucket load quick. But that's the way they've been here lately. You catch a few and they leave. They ain't like they used to be. Get back up here a little shallow. Check my jigs. When you don't get a bite, you got to pull up and check your jigs every so often. I'm a little bit farther in than I want to be, so I need to go that way. I got it in my mind. I remember all these places. Like I told y'all earlier, I pinpoint 2 points this way and over here at a 45 or 90 degree. I'll pinpoint 2 more spots, and I know how to get back on my spots. And I keep that in my head. That's the way I remember with brush piles and stuff are. You got to get something that stands out 2 points. And line it up this way, 2 points, line it up that way, and then you remember where you're at. And that's the key. Old loons out here, about 5 of them. We just need to get on some fish. I think I just pulled off of them is what I've done. They out here somewhere. We'll find them. Tell you the crappies are going to start biting if they ain't left this late. Any time now, I need to get up there and try to my little old creek ditch. You know, where I caught them last year, but I never did get on them good. It's hard to stop catching nice perch like I just caught and go mess with crappies. If they be like they used to be, I wouldn't mind doing it. You go up there and catch a limit, and then come out here and perch fishing. But it ain't the way it's been the last couple of years. It ain't to say that they won't be better this year or worse. You don't know until the time comes. But this lake here runs, you know, in Lake Murray, years back when I used to catch so many crappies, February, the first week of February, they start coming in the bank. You can take a cart over a 12-foot brush pile and let that thing go down about 8 foot and twitch it in real slow. Cold water, you want to cart and twitch it slow and bring it in with a jig, and it'll work when it's cold water temperatures and cold weather. In clear water. Now, if you got dingy water, you can drop straight down with a fly rod in 8 or 10 foot of water and catch them crappies. They'll start moving in. But boy, these perch is shut off like somebody turned a spigot. Don't know what happened. We was on them. I can't even see a fish. We got to do something. My goodness. I dropped right on them fish, and then I caught a couple and they scared off what they're doing. That's exactly what they're doing. Mother Nature taking care of them. Mother Nature ain't gonna let you catch them out. There's enough of them out there you ain't gonna catch. You're probably only catching a third of what's available. Even as many as I catch. Well, they left, I can tell you that. They left. And they ain't coming back. Don't look like. Might have to move around. A lot of times when fish bite a little bit and quit, all you got to do is go move to another spot, come back an hour later, you get them back on them again. You get you 2 or 3, there's one. You get you 2 or 3 good places and it keeps working between the 2 or 3 good places. When they start getting immune to you, and you still catch a lot of fish. Ain't no whopper, but I'm gonna keep him from Loney. That's too big for Loney. You still catch a lot of fish, and you go to that other place, work it a little bit, and then come back to this place. Oh, Loney took off after my spoon. Oh, they all up under my spoon there. And that's what it takes. You got to be smarter than the fish. Bass fishing especially. You get your 3 or 4 good places, you keep rotating. They get immune to you after a while. That's the way fish do. There can be thousands of them there. After you catch a couple, you ain't gonna catch nothing. So you hit it, catch a couple, go to another spot, come back a little bit later, catch another. If you don't want to leave your spot and you're fishing a bass tournament, just move out and don't cast for a while. Or if you got to cast a worm or something slow. Until, and ever so often pick up whatever you was catching with fast and try it again, or wait till you see them busting. But that's the key. You don't keep throwing, they get used to it. You better off, if you on a spot, if you fishing that spot, and you know it's a good spot, you better off catching a couple and lay the rod down. I know that sounds stupid, but it's true. And set back till they come back. Look at that, what a jumbo magnum on the gup shrimp. Till they come back in, and then you throw out there again, ever so often. And you'll catch more fish like that, and you will just sitting there throwing at the same spot. And I'm gonna tell you about these loons. You drop it back down in the water, you better watch what you're doing. You better lay it in the water and let them get a look at it. Don't drop it down there and let it go down real quick, because he'll take it. Uh-oh, I think he's on it now. They're so aggressive, he was bumping my spoon on the way down. About 10 foot down. But you got to let it go down slow, let him get a look at it, because he'll swat at it if he thinks it's a real fish, and then too late, you done hung up with Loney. That's what happens. And you'll be hung up with Loney. I'm starting to see a few fish come back in here now. That's all it takes sometimes to catch 1 or 2 and stirs them up. Then you catch a few and then they'll quit again. Just a little tips to make you a better fisherman. That's what we try to do out here on Lake Monticello. I'm telling you all of my lifelong experiences to try to improve other people's fishing. Daily, if I can do it. Come on, big boys. They're gonna be hard to catch. We're gonna catch a few here and a few there. And I'm gonna tell you, they ain't all over this lake like they used to be. It's certain spots. That's where they were last year. There's certain spots these fish are. They ain't everywhere. And don't think they are. You might find a good place, but they ain't everywhere. At one time, they was about everywhere. They ain't like that no more. You got to zero in on the good spots. And I'm thinking all these loons diving might be running these fish off too, because I got bubbles coming up. So this fish, this loon Uh-oh, I ain't got the bottom. Uh-oh, I ain't got out here on the bottom. That ain't good. I don't hardly ever get hung up on the bottom in 50-something foot of water, but I'm hung up right now. I'm gonna have to go back on the other side of it to knock it off. But I'm glad all y'all could be with me. We might have to go with this. If I got to break this off, I'm gonna have to retie. And that doggone sickle hook might not come loose. I'm on something. I'm on a tree limb. What I'm on. And I got 3 jigs on there too. That ain't good. That ain't good. That is not good. And I'm hung on a stump or something. That's not good. That's not good. Probably going to let y'all go with this one because I'm sure I'm going to break it off. It ain't coming. Ain't coming. Wait a minute. There it is. There it is. There it is. I think it broke off. Huh. 2 fish got on it while I was sitting there snatching it. Unless a fish hit it and took it underneath the doggone bottom, underneath a stump. 2 fish on it. Ain't that something? Probably got by a stump and the fish hit it while I was snatching it. Jerking it up and down. And then when they got on it, they pulled it off. That's pretty good there. Think you're gonna break off and you come up with 2 fish. That's pretty good there. Man, I'm too hot. I got too many clothes. That's worse than getting too cold. Getting too hot is worse than getting too cold. I can assure you that one. All right, let's see if we can get another. Lake Monticello, loving life. Boy, it is one beautiful day. One beautiful day. Another great day. Boy, I tell you what, I can't hardly stand to be off this lake a day. Even when I'm sick, I got to go. I want to go. It's amazing my desire for fishing. Nothing more fascinating than dropping a hook and figuring a fish out. Nothing. The challenge to be successful every time you go. What I like. You want to always beat them fish. And that ain't easy to do every day. People that fish know that. To beat these fish, you got to have some talents to do it over and over and over. And you got to be able to change. The other day I was out here, I couldn't even get a bite out here. I had to go in there shallower, well, more in, not shallower, more into the funnel of the creek, in other words. They moved where they was at. They left the area out here and went in a little closer to the bank. And it's a good chance they in there today. We going next right there. And whatever between these 2 videos is going to be the best is what I'm going to put out. But, hey, they ain't eating it up. We've caught a couple good ones. They ain't eating it up. I'm going to let y'all go. Oh, there's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. There's a bite. A good one, too. What? I think I got that in snag. If that ain't snag, that's one big fish. But it's a fish snag is what it is. That's going in circles, I think, yeah. Loney will get him off my darn hook if I don't get him up. He'll swat at it and hook my other stuff. And I can't pull him fast because he's going in circles. And Loney's right on his trail. See that? And he's a keeper too. Huh? Yes, sir. Loney's right on his trail. That Loney was swatting at him as I brought him up through the water. Them loons are really aggressive. Now, I'm telling you, they're really aggressive. I hate to be fishing with a 3 rig out there with this many loons because sooner or later, one's going to swat at one of them jigs and the other one is going to get him, is what's going to happen. Happens every time. Loney will get you in trouble, let me tell you. He will mess your day up. I done had him mess my day up a many times. Tell you what, let's do, since they ain't had a bite. Let's throw out the old limber rod before I let you go. Let you get a little couple sights of that. The old limber rod with one jig and a smaller jig head. I wanted to show y'all Danny's little sickle hook jigs. Great jig. I don't have Danny's information. I don't know if he sells them, but he says he makes them. So if he contacts me and tells me that he does sell them, I'll try to get the information. And he's got a spoon that looks about like Wayne's spoon. He has some pretty ones. I just ain't tried them yet. I ain't had time. I hate to keep changing over and over and over. I got stuff on my rods. But, hey, I see a few fish down there. Now, right now, we just got one shrimp. Sometimes they'll bite that better. Sometimes they won't. One gup shrimp and one spoon on this one with a smaller jig head, a 1/8 jig head. Sometimes they'll take that smaller jig head. I don't like to go less than an 1/8. You go to a 16th, it works. I've caught a mini one like that. It seems like it's just so light that if that gup shrimp ain't on perfect, it wants to spin in circles going down, and it ends up making a mess on your line, tying your lines in knots. It's going to be one of them days where it takes some experience to catch these fish. They ain't going to eat it up. They started off real good, but that has slowed up. And that tells me right there, with my knowledge of these fish, that it's going to be a slow day, and it's probably going to get slower as the sun gets up. They probably bit from the time it was daylight to the time I got here, and I mess around here about 2 hours after daylight to show up when I should be here unloading the boat at daylight. That's what I'm thinking. Let's beat the boat again so we stir them up. You know that does work. So far, we ain't caught one on that single shrimp. There's one. As soon as I beat the boat, see that? You see that? Look at that rod, boys. Look at that rod. You think them jumbo magnums don't pull that rod? What? You got to love this little rod here. I'm telling you, it goes up to 5/8, and it's a darn good rod, and that is a darn big fish. Look at the size. Look at the size of that fish. That's a super dog magnum, buddy. That's a filet, a monster. A filet monster is what that is, people. Drop it back down. Hey, now Looney's after my spoon. See? Now you got to let him look at it, and then you ease it on by. At one time in my life, I wouldn't pay no attention, throw it back out and drop it down real quick, and Looney would take off, and there we'd be running for about an hour. So you live and learn. One thing about fishing, people, if you stay in contact with your plug and what you're doing, every time you get a bite, you learn. So every time you get a bite, you got to think about what you was doing to get that bite. And to think about what you was doing, you got to know what you was doing to get that bite. So once you get all that figured out, you're thinking now, you know what's going on when you get the bite. Then you start getting good. If you just casting and when something gets heavy on your line, you start pulling in, you don't know what you're doing. You ain't learning how to fish. You just fishing. It's a difference in fishing and learning how to fish. Well, the old fisherman takes every day that he comes out here, no matter how much I think I know, and I learn something new about every day. And I do, how? Because I experiment. I experiment in fishing. My curiosity and wondering, well, they biting this, you reckon they'll bite that. So a lot of times, I might not do it on camera, but when I'm off camera, I promise you, I'm changing around like crazy to see if they'll bite the same thing, something else the same way. And a lot of times I find out they don't, there's certain things they want, and that's all they'll bite. That's one thing I find out about experimenting. Sometimes they bite things and then you drop something else in there and you will not get a bite. So don't think when they bite and they'll bite anything. Sometimes that's the case. A lot of times you got to have the right plug out there, people. You got to have the right plug out there to catch these fish. And then you got to present it like they want it, just like the circle swing. Many years ago, I found out that circle swing worked. You couldn't catch a fish just dropping it down, easing it up. You had to have that 45, and you had to make that circle. So far this year, it ain't been working as good as it has in the years past. Yeah, I'm getting a few bites, but it ain't working like it used to. At one time, you couldn't get a bite until you start circle swinging. Now I'm getting bites now, but I ain't catching them. And I'm constantly got this boat in a circle swing. It's just slow trolling. And that's what I like about the hand-controlled trolling boat. I ain't got to put my foot on a daggone button to keep it going. I can just turn it on, take my hands away from it, take it in the circle swing, and it makes a circle. So I'm fishing, and it's steady moving in a circle swing. You people got the spotlights, you just lock type motors, trolling motors. You probably just put it at a 45 and turn it on. And you just sit there. And then once you do that, you got to learn how to to get the line down and let your spoon drag the bottom. If you don't let your spoon drag the bottom, then you won't catch them. That spoon's dragging the bottom, and basically all that thing's doing is pulling that shrimp at eye level. I'm getting bumped, they ain't taking it. I don't know if they're little, they just quit. So now I got this thing in a circle swing. And we basically, like in a living room, making a circle. We gonna beat the boat straight up. See if that'll make one bite. Foot of water right here. There you go. Oh, I missed it. They biting it. I just ain't catching them. I don't know if they're little or just big ones that don't want it all of a sudden. There you go. Finally got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. See what I'm doing? That boat's making a circle. I'm not even touching the motor. That ain't a huge one, but he's okay. Hey, he's big enough to put in the bucket. You got to love that. Spitting up shad too. So they're out here feeding. They're out here feeding, so we're gonna drop it down. While I'm doing that, that boat's just making a circle. I got too many clothes on, people. I need to get rid of a jacket. The worst thing you can do is get too hot when you're sick. I used to find that out when I used to cut wood. I'd get hot and sweaty, and then I'd take off everything. Next thing you know, I'd be sick. And I found that out doing that. Back when we used to play basketball in the cold winter time, you go in there, get hot and sweaty in the gym, go outside, boy, you end up with one heck of a sore throat in the cold. So it ain't good to change your body temperature quick. There you go. They biting. There's fish out there. I'm gonna catch a couple more. We ain't caught a lot of them, but I'm trying to teach you how to do this on a slow day, on a calm day. You can't do this when it's there's one. You can't do this when it's windy. When it's calm, that circle swing is a necessity. If you don't do the circle swing, you ain't gonna catch them. And look at that. That's a nice one. Hey, that's a nice magnum perch. Drop back down. We catching them fast enough, you know. Last year I was catching 2 and 3 at a time. Ain't happening this year. That first drop, I caught two nice. Uh-oh. Loney's on my plug. Loney's biting my plug. Loney's got my plug. Doggone it, Loney. 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 Loney's got my plug, people. Uh-oh. Here we go. I knew it was going to happen sooner or later, and I got him on my light rod. There ain't no way to get it off. The only thing you can do is break it off. That's all you can do. Just break it. Doggone loony. He pulled loose, thank God. I got his feather on my jig. Feather. Best thing to do, grab the line and break it and pull it loose. You try to fight him in, you'll never get him in. You'll never get him in. He straightened out the hook, thank God. What he done. Straighten out the hook. That doggone loony. They're getting too aggressive. I'm telling you. Now he hit that thing way down yonder. He didn't hit it right at the top of the water. I seen bubbles. When you see bubbles, that ain't good. That ain't good. Oh no, I got bubbles again. They getting worse. They getting bad now. They starving. He's diving down, bubbles is coming out, he's after my plug. Doggone his time. They normally don't do that. These here are renegade loons, apparently. Renegade loons. All right, now, there's the bottom. There's the fish. Oh, man, I missed it. Just stuck it. Get back on the bottom. Come around a circle swing, see what happens. Oh, there's something down there now. We're getting off the side a little bit. Maybe they all feel off the side. There he is. Uh-oh, missed him. Missed him. Missed him. They biting, but I ain't catching. That lemon rod again. They biting it. Hey. Oh, gone. Steady bumping it. I don't know if y'all can see him bite at the end of that rod or not. If you focus on the end of the rod, you see him pull down. You get him that time. Circle swing it. Let's circle swing it real fast, see if we can whip it. Make him bite it. A lot of times them big ones will take it, you start circle swinging. One thing about this limber rod, I'm bad about pulling back this way and I ain't got that much to jerk. You need to point your rod really a little bit toward the hook where you can get a good swing with a limber rod. The stiff rod don't make that much difference. And I'm bad about not doing that. And so I ain't getting a good jerk on them. There you go. Doggone it. I ain't tried the nibbles on this gut shrimp. Maybe I ought to put a nibble on a gut shrimp. Maybe I'd put some flavor, more flavor on it. Gut shrimp's supposed to have flavor, but I'm telling you right now, them nibbles stink. They stink more than gut shrimp. So, hey, it might be that a nibble might help them hold on it better. Especially, well, my gut shrimp's orange though, and the nibbles are green. That might not help. They bite. I just ain't catching. I see plenty of fish down there on the drop. They just ain't taking it. They bumping it. They bumping it about every time I move it. Can't catch them. I don't know if I got any little ones or what's that happening here. I'm gonna try to catch one more. I don't know if I can. Not there yet. Doggone, I missed him. Huh. I'm gonna have to put my stiff rod back out there. Looks like people. Lemon rod ain't setting the hook. Lemon rod ain't catching them. I'm getting bites. You know darn well all of them can't be little, you reckon? I don't know. I ain't catching them, I tell you that. I am not catching them. They crushing it too. There you go. There you go. Ain't no big one. I think they just little. Ain't too bad though. He's mighty little. He's a lonely fish. That's what's biting right there. That's why I ain't catching them. Right there. You ain't gonna catch them little ones. And they pulled my shrimp down too, see? They pulled my shrimp down. I'll back out and catch at least one more nice one. Glad y'all could be with me. Go to stevecumberlander.com to get your t-shirt. Got a few left. Hey, appreciate all the orders. I'm going to the post office about every day now, and I appreciate it. Thank you so much. That does help. I want to get rid of all these t-shirts. I might get some more with, yeah, I'd like to get something with daggone Looney on it, a picture of Looney on it, and us catching a fish with Looney after the fish or something. You know, that'd be cool. And I don't know, I might work on that. And have a couple pictures of white perch or something on them. That's what I've been thinking. That'd be cool to have old Looney sitting up here by the boat. Or either after my fish, after I pull him out the water, because he does get after my fish, let me tell you. I feel like Looney's part of my show. That's what I feel like. I kind of miss those suckers when they're gone, but they aggravate when they're here. But hey, I had a lot of fun with old Looney. He has a lot of fun with me too when he's taking my spoons. I've had less encounters with Looney this year though than last year. Last year it was bad. I'm trying to be more particular on how I drop it back into water, and when I get the fish close to the top really fast as I can, and you know, and not fish with a 3-rig when there's a lot of loons around. And another thing that helps is Wayne spoons got small treble hooks on them. Them big old treble hooks on them Wahoo spoons will catch Looney, let me tell you, and it don't come out. But they're really slow now. And I started catching them when I first started. I thought I would tear them up. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna let y'all go. What we're gonna do, we're gonna go into another spot. Like I said earlier, we're gonna go into another spot and try to catch them at another spot. And that first initial surprise of when you start and catching them, and then we'll come back out here again and try to get back on these fish again out here. Hopefully they're gonna be in there too. You don't know. where they gonna be? There's plenty of fish out here. They just not feeding. They was in a feed, and the ones I'm catching so full they can't hardly probably get another shad in their belly. They spitting up shad, so shad's so easy for them to catch. And I think that has a lot to do. They do their feeding right as soon as daylight comes, and then they're full. It's kind of like fishing for trying to feed you another breakfast after you just eat breakfast, and that's what it's kind of like. They ain't interested because they ain't hungry. They bumping it but they don't really want it. They tasting it. Like I said earlier, the goldfish, pond fish, when they get full, they'll come up and bump the bait and won't even take it. They'll hit it with their nose and then swim away. And that's what these fish are doing down there, is they hit it with their noses and they swimming away. They sure quit, I can tell you that. But hey, I still see fish though. I see a bunch of, I think, catfish. Won't see no rockfish in this lake. Although it has been rumors, I caught one and one other fella caught one. I ain't seen one in a long time. There's another Monticello white perch. He ain't a jumbo, but Looney's on his trail, I can tell you that. Looney's all behind him. Hey, they gonna love this. Watch this. But I got to get another jig on here. It's tearing up. And hey, I'm gonna let y'all go. But the Old Fisherman, it's caught a couple jumbos, not a lot, but we had a good time talking with you. And I hope my old ailments is over. I still feel a little bit bad, but we're gonna let you go with that one. See you again on another video, and hope you have a good day.